Well, g'day, tubes. How's it going? Well, I'm just sending you a little video here just to say that I've been in the hospital today, this morning in Merge. I'm just getting the farm ready for Saturday here. And in the hospital again with heart issues again. And I'll show you what's going on here. I've got the atrial fibrillation again. Just came on last Sunday morning real early and didn't go away. So I went a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I was in the hospital and from the same thing, and they did the cardio version, they call it, which is like the zappy machine on me, and it made my rhythm go back in. The heart rhythm's like really erratic right now. You can see the little heart guy at the bottom, all weird. But it left it a bit too long because sometimes it just goes away. 103/71 is not too bad. Sometimes it just goes away, and this time it didn't. So this is, what's today? Wednesday? Tuesday morning, and I got this atrial fibrillation started at Sunday early, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever it was. It woke me up. Of course, my heart's all fluttering and pounding. It just kind of feels like something's like flopping around in your chest, right? I'm like, oh. So I don't know what it's from. They really don't know. It's probably stress, work-related stress, no doubt. I don't know. Probably don't eat good either. It probably doesn't help. I do have gallstones and fatty liver. Apparently, they diagnosed me with that a few years back. But anyways, just letting you know. Let's do another test here while we're talking. Just to let you know that I haven't forgot about you guys. I'm just kind of feeling crappy, under the weather. My it'll show my other results here. My lowest, I was like, wow, it was really low. I'm like, ugh. I feel kind of woozy. I am on blood pressure meds too, just because I had some hypertension going on. Shouldn't be talking while I'm doing this. This is probably gonna screw up the results, but. Yeah, something's definitely weird with this one. But anyways, I think I should be able to. Yeah. There's a 92/71 that's under 100, like 99.73, 113.82. That one's a little higher. Should be around 120 and 80, I think. 98, 110.62. That one. These might be older readings here. Yeah, these are older from a while ago. Before the heart meds. Look at that, 141/90. 145/91. 159/94. That's pretty high. But anyways, let's do one here. I'll just relax. And we won't say anything. Gotta be relaxed. I'm also holding my phone, which doesn't help. That's not terrible bad. Should be around 120 though. Probably why I feel a little woozy. But anyways, so the atrial fibrillation, if you go in within 12 hours or so, they say, to get the cardio version done, which is like that's the crash cart, they call it. You know, if you watch the like House MD. We need a crash cart in here. That's what they'll yell out, and that's the same sort of thing. So they hook you up to the front of you and then the back of you with these big pads. They put you out. They give you this nice milky stuff in a syringe. They put you out, and then the computer knows between your beats, it zaps you, and then it's supposed to put your rhythm back in, which it did the first time, but because I left it too long this time, they don't want to do that because potentially you could have a clot in your atrium there, and if it and then releases that clot, it goes up and then it gives you a stroke. So I kind of left it a bit too long because sometimes it just goes away. So I just kind of left it. No, it didn't go away. No, it didn't go away the next morning. No, it didn't go away. So we went in this morning at like 5 a.m. And because I told them when it started, they're like, oh, well, we can't do a cardio version on him. That's you're going to have to give him some blood thinners for like 2 weeks to thin everything out. And then if he's still in AFib, we can zap him then. So I'm like, oh. Anyways, this isn't actually filming for Farm Sim Saturday. I'm just kind of getting the field ready for next week. This is not going to work here, I don't think. But anyways, no construction videos for a little while. I might just do sitting down, kind of playing something videos or whatever for you. Gotta do this guy manually here. I just really shouldn't probably be out in the ladder with a low blood pressure, because if I bend down and I get up real fast, it's like, woo. And they gave me today in the hospital, oh crap, they gave me a beta blocker, which is supposed to lower your heart speed. So they gave me a beta blocker and then the thinners. So I might be into a world of not good here for a couple of days. They're hoping the beta blocker will slow down the heart enough that it'll just kind of go back into rhythm. Because I'm always under a ton of stress, you know, that I got so many responsibilities here. I just really need to give other people responsibilities, or just say no, you know, kind of thing to people. Let's try another one here. How am I going to do this? No, that's not going to work. I just don't want to be holding my phone here. Hang on a sec. I know what we'll do. Put you on me, and then I'll just sit here and be relaxed for a minute. Breathe. So when I get this AFib, shouldn't be talking. I'm not testing it though. When I get this AFib, it makes it really hard to sleep, and not too bad getting to sleep, but basically staying asleep is really bad, because it's if you lie on flat on my back, it's like my automated, what do you call those things? The automated, you know, when you're automatically breathing, like your heart is automatically going, those things, the automated breathing like doesn't work right. I think they call that like a central sleep apnea. I don't have the obstructive sleep apnea that you really need the machine for, although I do have a machine. I hate it, but anyways. So I'll be just, you know, sleeping, and then I guess I just forget to breathe. You're just sitting there. And all of a sudden you're breathing, and, you know, it's like wakes you up, and then your heart's like pounding really weird. But anyways, I'll be calm here for a minute, and we'll give another test here, let you know what it is. But if you feel my pulse, you can see it boom, 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 on that thing there. It's like it goes and then misses, and then you get like two, like it's really erratic. Okay, gotta stop talking for a minute. 98/79, 73 pulse. It says it's in the green, so that's in normal range, but I think because I'm not used to that, if I get up real fast, it's like, whoa, it's tingly. All of a sudden it gets tingly, right? So, yeah, so I better not be up on a ladder working on the building right now, because I got to get up basically now and mark the 2-foot centers for the rafters and the ties, or whatever you call those, to go in. So, yeah. So we'll be on hold for the building for a wee bit. But I'm going to do one more test here in a minute. But they got me on 10 milligrams of amlodipine, which is a calcium channel blocker, high blood pressure, because I was like off the meds. I was like 180 over 110 at the doctor's office, and he again there didn't seem to think that's pretty good still. I'm like, I think that's pretty high. He didn't want to give meds, so I kind of had to push for it. Now it's almost too much, I think. But stop getting old. I'm only, what the heck am I? 48. But there's definitely things that I need to do to lose inches, and of course that's the hard part. But anyways. We all say it, gotta lose weight. Some of us do, and some of us try, and then it just, I don't know. The trouble is when you live with people that aren't concerned about it at their point in their life, and they just eat kind of normally, whatever, and you're trying to cut back and not eat the bad stuff, it makes it really hard. Really hard, so. I'll do one more here in a minute. See how low we can go. Oh man, I do have a doctor's appointment coming up in a couple of days here. It's the closest I could get, and I'll maybe ask him if I should cut this med just down a little bit. But so if the blood thinners and the beta blockers they gave me at the hospital, they don't get rid of the fluttering, then I'll have to go in after this prescription's done and get zapped. I wish I could film that, but they probably won't let me. It's pretty cool though. They give you, like I say, that stuff in the IV, and it's like, it's just like someone goes like this, boom, and you're out. That's of course supposed to be black, but it's just like boom, and you're out. And I guess I watched some videos on it here of other people getting it, and they like flick your eyes to see if you do anything like this, and no, he's out. And then they get your whatever, they start, I think 50 joules or something. They give you a zap, and then they check the rhythm, and if it's good, then you're good. And if you need a little more, they crank you up to like maybe 100 joules, and then give you, like, it makes you do that too, right? So it really gives you a good zap, but you're asleep, so you don't even know what's happening. It was really weird because, I'll explain it. So I'm there, of course, because of all the sweater I've got down in here, underneath here, they got to shave all that off, and it's a great big patch that goes over the front of you, and then one on your back too, so they got to shave that off too. And they get you laying down then. Of course, you got a cord going to the back one, a cord going to the front one, and I guess the power goes through the front, through your heart, over your atrium nodes, I think they call them there. It's basically the little defibrillator that's built on your heart that's supposed to give the pulses. And it just that real fast, and then supposed to hopefully start again. If not, I guess they give you another zap. I don't know what happens if they zap you and it just boom, shuts off. Guess you're going in a pine box, but they could probably zap you again and restart it. But yeah, they put the pads on you, and they're like, okay, we're all set here. Are you ready? They ask you, and they asked me to think of something that made me happy, like a happy place or something. I'm like, wait a minute, I can't think of anything. I'm just so right now. I can't think of anything. So they're like, well, we're going to start. I'm like, okay. So they start pushing the stuff in, and your arm gets like really cold. It's really weird. It's like you just dump water on it. And he's like, okay, you're going to feel kind of fuzzy, and then you'll be out. I'm like, okay. So then all of a sudden, I got like, whoa, is that it? I said to them, and he's like, yeah, boom, you're out. Zonked. So then they do that test, they test you, and then they, okay, everybody clear. There was like, I don't know, 6 or 8 people in there. There's a guy watching your monitors, and a guy watching your oxygen, and ready to give you, if you need air or whatever. Whole bunch of people, the guy running the machine. So it was kind of neat to get, all these people running all on top of you all of a sudden. But, so they zap you, and then they leave you out for a bit and just watch your rhythm in case it screws up again, and then they can give you a zap. So I asked him when I come out, I'm like, how long was I out for? And he's like, oh, about 10 minutes. I'm like, wow, it just seemed like that. And then he's like, all of a sudden they give you another shot of something to bring you back out. And I guess to neutralize the other thing. It must have worked really fast, because I'll tell you, it's really fast. So yeah, the first one's like looks like white glue, but it's a great big syringe of it, and it's so much stuff per kilogram of body weight or pound of body weight. So all of a sudden I'm like, right out, I just hear William. It was some Indian guy, so you get the William. Like, yeah. He's like, oh, you're all good. How do you feel? And at that point, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't feels normal, I guess. He's like, yeah, you're all good. Looks good now. Just needed the one zap. I'm like, okay, but today they couldn't do that for me because I was left it too long. So if you get AFib, your heart's like fluttering. It feels like something's like pounding on the inside or like something's flipping around. Go get it checked out as soon as you kind of feel it, because they could fix you pretty much in about 15 minutes. They'll have you done. Maybe a little more, because they did blood tests with me because they wanted to check my electrolyte levels and see if I had a heart attack. They check your enzyme levels, I think it is, for that. And everything was good. They said, yeah, all your blood work looks good. I'm like, okay, something's causing this. I don't know what, but I think there's a couple of things I can think of that might be causing it. One is that night I have a bad habit, we'll say, of eating late. So like just before bed, I'll get like a bowl of cereal or something, for the fiber and stuff, because you need fiber, helps you do things in the morning, we'll say. So I usually kind of do that, and I think that's kind of a bad thing to do, because I just moving the tractor around here, sorry, playing and talking. They say that's kind of a bad thing, because then your digestive system's working really good, and it kind of will mess up your heart rhythm too, and it could be potentially from that. They also say if you'll sleep on your left side, it'll kind of compress your aortic valve, I think, there, or your aorta or something there, and that could be bad on it, restricting it and stuff. So I generally try to lay on my right side, but it's like you can't lay on it all night. Eventually you got to move around. So, and I can't lay right on my back, because then I find the breathing's harder then, right? And then it kind of wakes you up. So I try to sleep on my right side most of the night, and then it doesn't usually work. But anyways, we'll be quiet here for a minute, and we'll take one more test, and then we'll let you go, because I know you guys have probably got better things to do than listen to me whine about, what kind of pine box I'm going to have to buy myself in a couple of weeks. Maybe. Hope not, but we'll see. We're testing. Oh, that one's going tight. (93/72). Now, you know what I want to do? I want to test my other arm, too. Let me just give a test on this arm. I'm going to take my sleeve out, I guess, here. So, of course, I get to the hospital this morning at like almost 5 a.m. because I woke up, of course, and I'm like, it didn't resurrect itself again. So I'm like, well, we better go get it checked out. And we got up there, and it's like they're having problems with their heating system. It was freaking freezing cold in there. So I'm laying on the bed there, just freezing. Still got my I hate this tape. From the blood test this morning. No, I'm not a needle junkie. Oh, man. That'll probably raise the blood pressure a bit. Let's test it out and see. Usually do my left arm, but (105/71 and 54 heart rate. That's kind of low heart rate. They want to give me something to lower it again. Well, maybe test once more here. I got no like chest pain or nothing, which is good. They ask you that, do you have any chest pain? I'm like, no. Just like something's in there like flipping around, you know, like it's just the extra weird beat out of beat, right? Okay, gotta calm. 105/71 and 54 heart rate. 103/66. Well, I got one of these cool things here too for testing your blood oxygen. One of these cool things. You gotta stick your finger in it. Turn them on first. Stick your finger in like that. Tells you your oxygen saturation. Just make sure you're getting enough O2 oxygen and your lungs are working. And I've got none apparently because it's not reading. Interesting. Alright, I had some this morning. Let's test the other finger. It just goes on your finger like that. Actually, it might need batteries. Yeah, battery's not looking good in it. You can see the pulse being really weird there, eh? That's the AFib pulse. Should be just like up and down, up and down, up and down. So 97 pulse or saturation rate, so that's good. Yeah, it's pretty cool, handy little thing. I think I got that off Amazon. And this is kind of what, well, it's not quite what they use in the hospital, but pretty close. But I think that thing's going to need batteries too. But anyways, I'll let you go. I just don't want to bore you all day here, but that's what's been going on. So you might not see a whole lot of construction videos or repair and stuff videos or anything for a wee bit until we get this kind of figured out all again. Another problem I could be having is because I might be a little low on this stuff, vitamin D. I take a supplement for vitamin D because I don't want to get out in the sun and get burnt, get skin cancer. So I always wear like my shirts covered up right up, you know, the sleeves and everything. So I never get the vitamin D natural sun, which I guess for a short time it's good, but like I'm out there all day. I don't really want to be, you know, getting skin cancer crap all over my hands and whatever, you know, and so I try to reduce as much as I can. So I do take like 4 of these a day, which sounds like I'm almost out again already. Oh, I got about 10-15 left there. And they're what are they, 1,000 IU, so it's 4,000 IU. It's quite a bit, but this is it's not a water soluble, it's a fat soluble vitamin, so you got to kind of eat it with a bit of fat. So have them with dinner or something, you know, then it'll dissolve better and absorb better. That's the only crappy thing about that. But yeah, you could go out in the sun and get it too. But also here, where I live in Canada now, this time of year, the sun's also getting lower in the sky. So you don't really get a good, strong sun coming down to burn your skin off, right? But anyways, that's what's been going on. Just want to let you know. Thanks again for watching. Don't give up on me. I'll hopefully not die. If I do, check the obituaries. You'll see me there, I'm sure. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyways, I'll maybe give you an update in a couple of days once I get these new meds into me and see how zombie makes me. I'm not really looking forward to that, but because the one lowers the heart rate, and right now it's all over the place, you know. So, but we'll see. You might pass out. I don't know. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you all later.